Hi, coaches. Here's the plan for the weekend. The first 20 minutes of each day, we are going to do the same skating you guys did on Wednesday night. As we talked about, you probably put tires down the middle. So, whoever ran it last time, I would suggest running it again. And this time, you're doing similar things, but start without pucks and then add pucks in partway through on Saturday. And then Sunday, my recommendation would be to do everything with pucks. Okay, so continuing with the two pads, doing different patterns, either circles, S's, figure eights, forwards, backwards, inside edges, everything that we've been working on. Okay, just get those kids good on their skates. Then we're going to split into two groups within our team. And we're actually going to repeat the two drills we did last weekend. Except last weekend we did everything as a one-on-one, even though the first drill was drawn up like this one as a two-on-one. I think John and I ran this with some help from other coaches, and we both did it as a one-on-one instead because it seemed too complicated. So what we're going to do is we are going to do the same two drills, but we are going to turn them into the two-on-one so that now it's just one added piece. Okay, we'll switch corners every day, but again, we're divided down the middle. I would put a tire here, maybe another tire here for this side. And the D is going to start in the middle with the coach and the pucks. And then the forwards are going to start at the other two tires. Okay, so coach dumps a puck in. Oh, there's a net here. The D is going to go behind the net, pick it up. The forward has got to get low and open up, and the D makes the pass. Okay, the forward comes around, the D comes up, pivots backwards. That's everything we did last time. Okay, that was a one-on-one though. The new piece is this forward is going to kind of mirror the D and cut across. When this forward gets the puck, I'm hoping they're going to hit that. They probably won't come that far across. They'll maybe come up the middle. They're going to hit that kid with the puck. And then they're going to come up around their tire. These two will be coming down now. It's a two-on-one to the net. Okay, so it's a little sloppy there. Sorry about that. But basically, they're both swinging down. The purple forward, in this case on the boards, gets the pass. Ideally, they hit that forward going, curling in the middle, and then they both go up and around their cones and play the two-on-one to the net. Okay, so that's what half of you guys are doing. For my end, I think I will take that again since and Pete, you can stick with me if you're there. But try to stick with the side maybe you were on last time just for consistency for what you told the kids last week versus what you did this week. Okay, sorry about that. So second thing, in the other end, we did a one-on-one where the forward should have a lead. The coach is going to pass a puck behind the net. And then there was a D. Okay, so I think Chris said, so the forward should have maybe a little bit of head start, maybe start the D a little bit behind. I think Chris said she might have started them side by side, but the D started on the knee or something like that. Doesn't really matter, but we need to give this forward an advantage because they should get the puck first. But then the D should be very close behind, putting a lot of pressure on trying to get that person. Okay, so that part stays the same. The new part, and maybe the third person is the other forward, you could put them up here, doesn't matter. But as they're going to get that puck and going around the net, this forward doesn't go behind the net, they pop out in front. And the reason I like the look of this is because as this person comes around, they can either try to curl and go to the net right away, or they're looking to make this pass. Okay, so it's starting to get them to read where is that D. If they have the D beat, they can go right to the net. But if that D is right on them and they can't get to the net, they can make the pass. If the D cheats and comes up here, then they would need to go right to the net. So it's a good teaching skill in terms of as you come behind that net, you're always looking to hopefully make a pass to someone if they're open in front. But if they're not, you want to attack that net on your own. Okay, so that's what we'll do for 10 minutes each side. I think 10 minutes will be perfect this time because there's a lot of teaching, a lot going on. Then we'll swap sides. Make sure day 2 you do them out of the opposite corners. So that'll be the next 20 minutes of practice. So 20 minutes skating, 20 minutes of that. Probably be a little bit later than that. I did put in after that as our other skating for the day. I'm going to have my kids play toilet tag in our end. Okay, so again, for those 10 minutes, Team Lightning, you can pick what you want to do. But we haven't played much tag this year, so we can do different iterations of it. But just get them skating, preferably without their sticks. So we're going to have them leave their sticks maybe in the neutral zone. Have them skating and just in a way where it's not as structured. Okay, so tag is always a good way to do that. Toilet tag is the version where when you get tagged, you go down on one knee and hold your hand out. And then to get released, one of your teammates has to skate by and tag your hand. They're flushing the toilet. And then you're up and back in the game. Okay, no matter what version of tag you play or whatever game you play to get them skating in that way, just make sure you're switching up who's the taggers and who is the people that are trying to escape. Okay, so 10 minutes of some type of tag or skating where it's just fun. And then finally, the last 10 minutes, we're going to play a new game. I call it Bulldog, or it's a version of Bulldog. It's very similar to Bobby Orr, except it's inverted, meaning the coaches are below the goal line. Okay, so we are going to take some black pads. Let me go back to the slide. I didn't need all these rings, I guess, but we'll take some black pads. We'll line them up here. It's not going to go all the way across, but just to put a barrier, because we do want to play tops of the circles down. And our coaches this time are below the tops of the circles. Okay, so we're going to play 3-on-3, so 3 greens in here, and then they would be lined up back here. And then we'll say purples, 3 purples, and the other one's back here. Coach will throw the puck in. Maybe one of our coaches can be up here throwing the puck in. And they play it out 3-on-3. Whoever gets it first, so if purple gets it first, they can try to score right away. But if green gets it, they must make a pass to one of the coaches. So they pass here, and then they're moving to get open to try to get a pass back. Okay, so the difference with this one is now we have a pass coming from behind the net, similar to how we worked on it in the 1-on-1 from the corner, or the 2-on-1 today, I guess, from the corner. But if you can get open in front, this coach can hopefully hit you right here for a quick shot. Okay, but if that person's not open, then maybe someone's swinging outside. We can bring it out here and attack from the other way. Okay, coaches, just so you know, we're not necessarily, if one of the kids is standing like over here, I'm not looking for this coach to pass necessarily across there. If it's wide open, maybe, but I'm really looking for these kids to create good support, kind of getting into pathways where you can find them and not force something. Okay, and again, they can use either one of these coaches down here. Play it out for about 30-45 seconds. On the whistle, the next group will go in from each side and the current one's out. Depending on your numbers, you could play 3-on-3 or 4-on-4 or 2-on-2. I would try to get them into 2 groups. Maybe you have a third group depending on how many you have. If you're going to go 4-on-4 though, I would probably back these pads up just a little bit. Probably not quite the blue line, but just give them a little more space. All right, so that is the end. Both days we only have the hour, so we're not going to do 3-on-3 cross ice at the end, I don't think. We can play it by ear on Sunday and maybe take out um, the tag and do a small game instead if we think we want that instead. All right, we will see you tomorrow and have a good night. Thanks. Bye.